Oh boy. Mm-mm-mm. Um, uh-oh, what is this? All right. Whew, thought I messed something up there. Mm. On in the living room right now. Today's stream's gonna be pretty simple. Just looking to learn remotion, build something with it, and see if it makes my life any easier. When I am making different types of content, I can use it to help me with some of the visuals without having to rely on a traditional video editor. So that's the whole point of today. We're going to see what we can get accomplished. Test a couple things out real quick before I get started. Just making sure everything is working properly before we get going. One or two more things real quick. Like that right now. Come back to that. Come here to this. Hope everyone's doing pretty good on this beautiful Sunday. Last minute change of plans, so I figured I'd do something fun. Yep, good there. All right, let's jump into this baby and get started. Like I said, today's point, we are going to learn remotion and use it to make videos programmatically. And if you're not familiar with remotion, it's basically the ability to make a video, but you're using React code to help build the video itself versus using a traditional video editor. So let's go ahead and get a directory on the desktop. And according to the docs, creating a new project. Anytime I learn something new, I like to start by reading the documentation. So, fundamentals, idea of remotion is to give you. So the idea of remotion is to give you a frame number and a blank canvas to which you can render anything you want using React. This is an example component that renders the current frame as text. So importing absolute use current frame from remotion, exporting the function, calling the uFrame package, using the absolute component, which has a style, centered. This is the size of the font, background color. This is a frame of remotion. So the video is a function of images over time. If you change content every frame, you'll end up with the animation. Yep. Video properties. A video has 4 properties: width, height, duration of frames, the total number of frames in the video, FPS, frame rate of the video. You can obtain these values from the use video config hook. Okay. Compositions. A composition is a combination of a React component and video metadata. Okay. By rendering a composition component in SRC root, you can register a renderable video and make it visible in the remotion sidebar. So the composition is the ID, the frame rate, FPS, the size, width, height in the component. All right. So that's the fundamentals. Animation properties. Animation works by changing properties over time. Let's create a simple fade in animation. All right. I think this will be funner if we installed it, but it has quite a bit of it. It has server side rendering, client side. It's quite a bit. All right. So let's go ahead, get started. Installation. Code agent prompt. Paste in a coding agent, such as cloud code. No, we don't need to do. We're not doing that. All right, ensure Node.js is installed, so we have that installed. Remotion skills, npx. Templates, choose a template most suitable for you. Your first project, we recommend Hello World template. Customize the creation of remotion project by selecting a package manager, a template, and whether to enable tailwind and agent skill. All right, let's try this. Hit enter. I'm gonna go with blank for nothing. We'll add tailwind. We'll add the skills, add agent skills, yes. So I've never done this before, but it should be pretty fun. Would rather make a video using code versus using a editor. Remotion best practices. All right. Looks like it should be going. Oh, so I'm gonna install, move the space to select, enter to confirm. I'm just gonna install, wait a minute, what is all this? Skills. Let's go here. What are remotion skills? Motion skills during installation. Motion, officially known as agent skills, refer to a suite of context aware system prompts, best practices packaged together to help AI coding skills. So I don't think I need to install those skills. When you initialize a package using NPX, the setup wizard will ask if you want to install agent skills. Accepting this download specialized markdown knowledge files into your project's Cloud skills directory. I'm not using Cloud, so I don't think I need this. You know what? We'll do it just in case. I may change my mind. Hmm, Let's see. All right, so we should be good. Let's make sure. All right, so we already in the directory. Let's make sure it is installed. npm installed. All right, looks like we're up. Cool. Very similar. Well, I guess it's built on top of React, I guess, but very similar to a React project. So not a lot of unfamiliarity with this. So let's look at the fundamentals next. The idea is to give you a frame number and a blank canvas to which you can render anything you want using React. This is an example component that renders the current frame text. So this is basically how it renders. And that is ran here in the root TSX. Mission works by changing properties over time. Using the pilot helper function. Reuse component, making components reusable, React components line. And you can just reuse title throughout. This is the title. You can also use the sequence. Preview the video. Run there, the show have the studio, NPX. Start remotion studio. This is a show here for the studio videos. Starting up for 3,000 or higher. And then this is what basically a preview would look like. You have layers. And you'll be able to, unlike normal websites, the video has fixed dimensions. That means it is okay to use position absolute. So you also want to layer elements on top of each other. This is common pattern in video editors and in Photoshop. An easy way to do it is using the absolute fill component. So that it attached on top of the image, but only show then the separation. Cool. Okay. And let me get back to getting started, the fundamentals. All right. So I am assuming you would create a file. Name this. Let's try something here. And the video is a function. Function of images over time. You change content every frame, you end up with the animation, the video properties, the width, pixels. Yep. I am assuming it comes here. So this is my comp, which is this. So now, by rendering the component, metadata, register and render a video visible in the remotion sidebar. So this is my composition, which is this. But I want it to point to this instead. So I think what I'll do is change this to look for my composition. here. Save. Okay. We definitely broke something. So I need to bring in, it looks like I need to put this in here. So let me try something. Do. Mm, 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 mm. All right. So I know that won't do it. And there's absolute field, define remotion. I think that will do that. Well, so you can either raise about so I'm just going to do what if we change this to this? Yeah, I can do that. Mm. Okay, so you can use Google Fonts. This is HTML in Canvas. It's complex effects. Enabling flag in Chrome. And that's pretty good. That. Um, Interesting. You add video. Okay. My timeline duration the same. Playing videos in sequence. Add an audio render in the studio to player. Wow, it's pretty in depth. Animated captions. So they also have a paid resource as well. It looks like. Let's see what we have here. Mm. I'm muted right now. Can you bring me a bottle of water? All right. So I think I'm gonna try to go ahead and start breaking some stuff now. This thing can do a lot. Thank you. All right. So let's do this. I see, got a bunch of videos out there on it too, but I'd rather just create my own. Template. Let's go blank canvas. Nothing exists. Retain another recommended by the user. Playing with the code and AI agent. Hello world. So this one is a basic one. Oh, that's pretty cool. Nice. So where is the source? GitHub. So basically it looks like what it did is it has the text, and then from the text you bring in color, side types. Oh, nice. So you can actually, okay, so you'll still use Zod with this for type safety. Nice, didn't know that. But these are different packages. Okay, so this is probably components that they've created. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, these look like components they've created that they're bringing in, and we'll confirm that. And when they're setting the size and the color, the logo, where it's starting, where it's ending, and its position, and then using the fields, then using those components from remotion to design the background. And then inside of the root, I believe I read, this is where you'll set the duration and all of that good stuff. The component, my component. Okay. All right. So I'm going to try to create my own versus using what they have as a template. Let's see what we can get accomplished. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so let's do this. Let's create a, what is the correct term for this? Template? I guess it's not really a template, but let's do bless you. Let's do bless you. Let's do hello world. Hello world. Dot tsx. So the first thing will be export const hello world. Mm-hmm. Oh, I can just write it like this. Oh, let's say we have to write it like that. It'll take a regular arrow function. Yeah, this returns it. Let's go absolute fill. And inside of it, let's go hello world. Video. And then I think we can do let's do this styling. All right, so the component now is hello world. Let's export hello world. Uh-oh. Individual decorations and decoration hello world must be exported for all local import decoration conference. Oh, duh. Because I would have had to update this. I do want to see. Is this. Here we go. Man, I didn't realize you couldn't see what I had on the screen. I'm sorry. I was looking at this template. And I want to look at the source code for this. And we have Hello World. So I like that they're using Zod with this. I think these are components that are created. Around them. I'm gonna come here. Yep. And it has the title. So this is the video. This is the first video with the text of Hello World, my first video. And this is it. And I can change the font size to 90. And we see that it is now in the middle of the screen. So now let's add some fun stuff. First, let's play with the actual font. There is fonts. Here are ways you can use custom fonts in remotion. Style font family. Let's try this out. Mm-hmm. Still this idea. Let's go with style. So there's a module that needs to be installed. There we go. See, in just a moment. Just taking a day to learn something new. Figure can learn remotion to make my life easier as it relates to making content. I can use this. Oh, duh, you gotta wrap this in double. Can use remotion to help me with some visual illustration versus me trying to code it by hand. Oh, nice. There it is. There's the font. All right. So now let's add some animations to this. And that's basically how to change the font. Now let's work on some animations. All right, let's try some animations now. Oh, they have remotion fonts too. You can use or import them locally. So that's, I didn't know that, but that is good to know. What is a transition? It's from one scene to the next. Both scenes rendered simultaneously. Use the total duration short. So in the above example, A is visible for 40 frames, B for 60. So for this, it's a total of 60 frames. But okay, so visible for 40. So this is a total of 30 frames. It's time both sides are rendered. This means the total duration of the animation is 60. And let's try this. What if I just paste that in? Okay, so really what I want is the transition. Transition series, sequence, the duration. So let's try this. Let's bring in this. And I think I should be able to. I'm gonna remove that, and I'm gonna paste that out. So that looks like, okay. And then let's add transition series. Transition series dot sequence seq. Duration in frames. 40. So this is a module. It didn't say this was a module. But if it's saying that it isn't installed, let's try it. Nope. This is what I want to. Let me see this. Do I need both? Well, I think this is gonna cover. Well, let's just try it. Let's paste this in. And I'm not gonna worry about but where is this API coming from? Component in the series component lines between two sequences can place either a transition or overlay. Crossfades renders the children on top. Okay. But it says at remotion transitions. So is it remotion dash? Nah. Remotion transition. I feel like it should be an NPI. Yeah, it should be. I'm sure. Didn't I just install this? Or was it misspelled maybe? I forgot to add. That's why. Duh. That was it. It's been a day. All right. Okay, so hold on. So now that we have that installed, I want, let's try, I want to do, I want to do this one. Let's try it. So this will be transition sequence. That's the first one. Sequence duration. And then underneath it. Actually, I wonder if I can just. Okay, there it is. All right. Cool, cool, cool. So that came together fairly nicely. Now let's do. Now let's do. Stop that for right now. Just messing around with it for right now. Eventually, I'm going to. Okay, so these are all of the different options. Eventually, I'm going to build me some components and make this a little easier for me, but just want to get familiar with what it offers first. Oh wow, they got what's light leaks. Nice. I don't think I'm necessarily interested or care too much about that. Let's do, what is transforms? Oh no, this could be pretty cool.
So let's take a look at the 5 most basic transformations on which most animations are based on: opacity, scale, skew, translation, and rotation. Opacity means how visible an element is. The default is 1, which means fully visible, while a value of 0 means that an element is fully invisible, and values in between determine how transparent an element is. If we put a value higher than 1, it has the same effect as 1, and if we put in a value between 0, it has the same effect as 0. We can set the opacity in React by adding a style prop to an element and passing in an object with an entry of which the key is opacity, and we pass in a number as a value. Scale determines how big an element appears to be. The default scale is 1, which means the element appears in its natural size. If the scale is increased, the element starts becoming bigger. And if the scale is 2, then it will be twice as high and wide as the natural size. If we lower the scale to a value below 1, it will become smaller and smaller until 0 when the element completely disappears. We can also put in a scale below 0, which will start growing the element again, but this time it will appear mirrored in both dimensions. If you want to apply a scale transform to a React element, you can pass the style prop, add in an object, and in that object add an entry where you put as the key transform, and as the value you put in a string that says scale parentheses up, then you put in the scale that you want, and then you close the parentheses again. And this is quite cumbersome, but in
I see. All right, so I got the gist of it. So basically, it looks like you build the actual component itself, the opacity, and the first property is opacity. Element 0 meaning it's fully invisible, 1 means fully. So you have the ability to adjust it starting at 0.5. That's 1. Here's what 0.5 is, and this is what it looks like in general. Then you'll set the scale, which determines how big an element is. 1 is the natural size. 2 will make the element twice as tall as wide. The values below 1. Values below 1 will make the element smaller. 0 makes the element invisible. Okay. Values below 0 are accepted and will make the element bigger again, but mirrored. You can set the scale of an element using the scale property. Oh, okay. Another way to transform it and translate, rotate. Okay. When you need a transform string, hey, what's going on there, Golf Slayer? Remotion, the remotion editor, React editor, so you can make videos using code. You have any experience with it? assets, assets, and remotion. Create a public folder in your project and use the static file to import it. Okay. Yep. React editor. Yep. Figured it'll make my life a little easier. Mern. Okay. So man, this is just like it's React. So um it's just learning what does what and kind of how it works. So not a real steep learning curve since you already know React, but as I do as well. But yeah, it's pretty cool so far. Just messing around with the docs and seeing what I could build. Maybe make a 10-15 second video. But I appreciate you stopping by, man, showing some love. It means a lot. What you got going on today? This is how you do it. To bring in the images, image syncing. So that seems pretty straightforward. You just establish a public directory and use that from there. That's pretty simple. Mm, using images. All right, so that's why is it not? Or maybe it doesn't. Let's see something. Okay, must have just been the transition. Oh, I probably need to cut the light on, man. It's been a little hot here lately and trying to save on electricity bill as much as possible. That's about it though. I could work on that though, man. It has been so hot where I'm at here in the US, man. And then the power bill is so high. So just trying to save a little bit of money or wherever we can on the power bill. That's it. No other reason. Nice. You said advanced backend. What topics have you been introduced to that are new? Rate limiting and all of that good stuff. Man, just letting in hot air doing that. Shoot, man, that doggone yeah, it's crazy hot. Man, I doggone power bill, man, increased almost 160% from the prior month because of how hot it is this month. It's crazy. So we've been trying to find little ways to save on the power bill, caching, scaling, and clustering. Nice, nice. Um, what are some of the scaling approaches you've learned about so far? Like horizontal, vertical. Have you gotten kind of in depth with that just yet? Yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't want to mention the number because it's not really important, but we looked at it. It was like, oh my God. And for my wife to say something, that's crazy because she normally doesn't really care about that kind of stuff. Solar panel, maybe if it's possible. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. It's a pretty good upfront investment, but I think there are some government programs here that might or maybe not government, but some programs with the power department that might help with that horizontal. Yeah, learning about it now. Nice, nice. Yeah, man, I enjoyed it. Learning about advanced back end concepts and like ways that large companies scale and manage a high user load. Man, that's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Uh, all right. Spring. And this is something from remotion. This is pretty cool. And it has the text from 75 seconds, from 35. Oh man, I appreciate it, my brother. Thank you so much for subbing, man. And I promised I'm gonna make sure I'm more consistent with my streams as well. But I appreciate it, man. I'd love to hear more about your back end journey. I'm looking to do a Discord pretty soon too. Because I like to kind of keep up and we can learn from each other various things, man. But thank you so much for subbing. It means a lot. It genuinely does. All right, so I'm gonna try to do this. That's the schema. I'm not worried about that. That's just the component with the schema. This is the logo. So let's import sequence, it looks like. And this is coming from remotion. So we can remove this sequence. So what is a sequence? What does the templates, yeah, the templates have? We use components. Template. That's pretty cool. Code animations. Oh, this is pretty cool. Yeah, it is. It's a basically a code editor for video editing. Yep. From what I've read, that's basically all you'll use it for. So instead of going into CapCut or Premiere Pro, man, I could just do some code and it'll do it for you. And with code, you know how we are, man. We're gonna find ways to make our lives easier. So if I can build templates to just put in the context and the visuals, and I have my code do everything else, man, I'll automate everything I do if at all possible. Now that I know how to do this. So, but yeah, that's basically what it is. Yeah, video player. Yeah, and you could do some presentations with it and stuff like that too. So. Mhm. This one is. Oh, it has a progress bar now. I've built yeah, to answer your question, yes. Nothing and I actually was thinking about building a second one, but I have built one software as a service product for a friend of mine. Nothing crazy that scales. Just basically a service with a payment gateway and some minor unique features um to kind of give her what she needed. So no, man, pretty much a lifelong learner, man. I This is as you could probably could tell with the gray, this is a second career slash entrepreneurial journey for me with software development. This is something that I do in addition to a primary employer. So started out doing web development, learning how to build things from a computer science perspective. Done boot camps, done the degree thing with coding as well. Didn't decide to make the transition to work a full-time 9 to 5, but what I did do was just build things for friends and family along the way. And then from there, got a little more comfortable with it and start to pick up larger scale things and actually doing things for people that I don't know. And yeah, basically. And for me, this is another avenue to make an income to feed my family, and it's something that I enjoy doing. So now learning cybersecurity so I can secure the infrastructure that I provide for someone. And if someone runs into an issue from a cyber perspective, I want to be the person that they can contact to kind of help out with that, and for a reasonable price, of course. So I just figured it made a lot of sense to be able to provide the full gambit. So now I know how to secure my applications, but I could also offer a service to someone. Yep. So this is pretty neat. It's code snippets and just having it transition in. I like this. This is the progress bar. Code transition. Yeah, we done passed this one. We'll keep this one and this one. Mm. um, file name, code, counting. Okay, so this is just a function to get all of the static data. Process snippet. Wait, the extension. If it's a TS or TS6. Four cars. Three books. So it's basically just highlighting and the theme. Okay, so these are the themes that it has. We'll reload on code change. Get the files. Use font. Code transition make progress bar. I like this. I mean, I'm gonna try to recreate this so the next time I do something code tutorial related, or if I want to just showcase something. What other templates are out there? Celebrate the people starts. Start. I can dig it. Just good old plain JavaScript there. Spark our imagination, reminding us of the mystery result in hidden parasite. People dream. Wow. Up close fade with a long time before telescopes watch the people in the sky. So this is actually creating a video with it. Where the rest of those templates at? Template for video generation apps. Yeah, the TSS changed the templates. Not much to that one. What is this TikTok? Generate animated word by word captions. Oh wow, you can even generate captions from this. I don't think I necessarily need to do all of that. But I don't know. This is pretty cool. Mm, An Express.js server for rendering videos. A video recorder tool built entirely with JavaScript. Hmm. This thing can do a lot. All right. Fundamental. So I mean, we're up and going. I think at this point it's just a matter of what do we want to build, and just learning how to build it. Transform scale. Always animate using the current keyframe. For flickering issues and rendering that arouse when you write animations that are not driven by the use frame for CSS. So now I need some inspiration of something to build. Previewing the video. Layers. Mm, yeah, I guess I just need to figure out something I want to build at this point, because it's not really a whole lot more that needs to be learned. Really just need to get busy with something. Partial remotion can statically analyze your root. Possible to Okay. Still remotion is a great solution for rendering thumbnails or videos or dynamic still images too. Motion design system. Uh, trying to think, what would I want to make? So, all right. Who we want to? That's what I'm struggling with the most is what exactly do we even want to make? You can shift, you can time shift the display of your components or parts of your animation in the video by using sequence. So let's do this. Let's say sequence. From 30, duration and frame. Okay. So we could say, let me do this first. It's 1 second. We'll make it 10 seconds. Let's make sure that took. Yeah, I think that is. So that was. That's all right. I want to make this. Yeah, this is fine. $350. So it is right at 300, right? Yeah. Well, I thought I had. Cool. So that is that piece amount, and the background color is white. You can keep that. So we'll call this we'll deal with that right now. Sequence, the duration will show from frame 30 until 59. Intro will show from 0 to 29, which is that. Will show from 60 until the end of the composition, the outro. So why don't we make a 1-minute video? How do we get to 1 minute? Let's do 1847. 1847. All right, so we're just gonna do us a 1 minute, a 60-second video, and let's do it on. What did we learn recently? We could do one. I think I'll do a video on a topic I've learned recently. The question is, which one? Learned quite a few lately. What if we did what if we did hardware changes, general change, submit, identify the needs, submit the document, the request, evaluate impact and risk, design the change, create a rollback plan, approval and authorization. Yeah, let's do this. Let's call it the general change management life cycle. That's what we'll name it. So instead of activities, yeah, clean that up. Let's remove that. We'll keep that. We can get rid of this. And we'll do that. All right. So we'll call this will be the change management life cycle in 60 seconds. So we'll just make the visuals for that video and I'll record a little voiceover later on for it. But this should be fun. This should be fun. All right. So I think I'll start with the initial text. So we could do something like the change management life cycle. And what is the change? What did I have noted for it? Chat, organizations. Yeah. This is very similar. Mhm. It's all good, my boy. I know. Oh yeah, yeah. It's one of those things you certainly want to keep an eye out for because you just never know how to impact you. So I absolutely get it. Absolutely. No, so this is just going to be a little personal project to make my life simpler. If I want to make a explainer video, I can use this to kind of help with that versus trying to use something more complicated like Adobe or Premiere Pro or CapCut, something like that. I just figured why not make something of my own. So right now I have the basics down for it. What I'm looking to do now is really just figure out an idea so I can start bringing in some visuals and animate some text on screen, that kind of thing. And then ultimately make some form of a template. So all I need to do is just add the text and it'll automatically add the text and the audio and it'll automatically do the different transitions for me. And I can just bring in those components to an icon or to a text or to whatever it is that I want to present on screen. And it'll automatically do that for me. So I think what I'm gonna do is just do something simple that doesn't require a whole lot, but will give me a chance to get some practice with this thing. So this should be, this is just off the whim, thinking of something, trying to bring something together really quickly. And I think the easiest thing would probably be just to do, I feel like I always do something on hashing. What is, you know what? This could be cybersecurity formulas and codes. Background formulas and codes to protect data. It scrambles readable data to unreadable text so only authorized person can read it. Yeah. The core goals confidentiality, integrity, and authentication. Main types are symmetric, encryption, asymmetric, hash functions. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. That could work. Could do that. Do something simple like this, maybe. But the main thing, like I said, is just to get some practice with using this. But obviously, I'm gonna overthink it and want to think about, well, if I'm gonna do this, what kind of video do I want to make? And I gotta figure that out in the script and visuals and all that good stuff. Um, no, you know what? Why don't I just do something like that? Let's do that. Let's do um and we'll just do All right. I think we got a plan. Let me bring this notepad in so you can see what I'm actually doing. Oh man, sorry, this thing. This comes in on the screen a little large, but hopefully you can see that and it doesn't look too bad. So we'll say in the beginning stages of learning cybersecurity. Um, security. Six. There are six. Here are six terms. Mm-hmm. Let's say confidentiality. Keeps information, keeping information hidden from attackers. Integrity improves data. Proves data has not been changed or tampered with. Authentication confirms the real identity of the users or system. So what do we need? Number one. One, confidentiality. Blah 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 blah. Ooh, I could do something like this. And do this confidentiality, integrity, authentication. That could be an option. Mm. Man, it's the toughest part of this process is trying to think of something you want to do. Um, mm, mm, mm. Yeah, why don't we do? Yeah, just do the CIA triad. Um, mm, bum, 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 bum. Box, components, snippets, list of resources. No, I thought there was something else there, but maybe there isn't. That's fine. All right, so I'll just do this then. I'll just do that. I think I like that better anyway. What did it have to say about it? 7. Let's see, I ain't trying. Yeah. We'll say. I like that. Let's say something. So I think for this should be we'll call this the intro. And I think there was, yep. We'll go from duration in frames. This should probably be, so if it's frames, how many frames in 10 seconds? Frames in, we'll call this 5 seconds. Duh, I don't have to do it like that. I could do it like this. At 5 seconds, this is about 153 frames. Yeah, call it 153. And this will be cool. And then here would be the first one. Let's just say first frame. Let's make sure that it actually works. Probably need to put this in a div. First frame. And I'm gonna go second frame, third frame. So third. And this will be from 154 maybe? From 308 maybe? 308. First frame. And that's going about 5 seconds. Second frame going about 5 seconds. Third frame going about 5 seconds. All right, so that was easy enough, and I think 5 seconds might be a little too long, but we can adjust that. Hey, what's going on, my friend? How you doing? What's going on? How's it going? I appreciate you stopping by, my friend. Just working on making a video editor for myself, using remotion. And in the process of, I've learned some of the basics. So now I just want to build an actual video. But of course, you need some inspiration. You need some audio. So that's what I'm in the process of doing now. I appreciate it, my brother. Yeah, man. Just building a quick little remotion video editor in React. Something simple, having a little fun on a Sunday. Think it will be beneficial to me when I want to make, like, little explainer videos or whatever. I can just use something that I coded versus having to sit down and learn CapCut and all that kind of stuff. Since I already like the code, why not use this to kind of help with that? So it's been fun so far, man. I think I might have finally have some form of inspiration. So we'll see how this goes. But I appreciate you stopping by, man. Where you stopping by from? You don't mind me asking? Make clothing a little smaller. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And don't be a stranger, man. Nice, nice. I appreciate it. What time is it there? You don't mind me asking? Is it staying up late tonight or you got an early morning? The basis of security systems. Uh, it's night. Nice. You what you got planned for the rest of the evening? So this is the first frame. So we can go. Should be able to do absolute fill. Yep. All right, so then you can change the background color. Let me see something. By the time to go to bed. I ain't mad at that. I could understand, man. Well, I hope you had a good day, man. And hopefully this isn't the last time we're in touch. Yeah, and then go background black. There you go. So now it is this for the first frame at 5 seconds, and then it jumps to the second frame at 5 seconds. Cool. Mm. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. And stay in touch. Get some rest. Hope you have a good night's sleep and a wonderful day when you wake up. Stay in touch, please. I appreciate it. It means a lot. So that's cool. Let's see. We can do that. And then this. I am going to take a quick quick break. Mhm. All right, it said to add assets. We would just need a public directory, right? Um, this one was the hello world template. Yeah. So we'll just follow this. And this is template source. Well, where is it? Logo.tsx. .art.atom. You know what? It may not have it here because I don't see it. But it should exist. I think I'll do something like this. And look wise, so we'll need to get some assets as well. But let me look at this again. I don't think it has those assets in the, I don't think it has the public directory visible. I think it, yep, see, side of this, code, not user, and it has inside of its source, it has the main, and I think it has this as well. So let me see something. Because I think I can do both. Run it work. All right. So I think this first sentence will just be so CIA triad is the common model that forms the basis of cybersecurity. It's the basis of security systems. Yeah, we can do that. And we can let this be a simple, we can let this be, well, hold on, let me We could just let this be a simple. We can do. I'm thinking we can do some form of a. We can just keep it simple. I need to step away, use the restroom for a hot second. I'll be right back.